I just got word from the shelter that they have a beautiful one-year-old Border Collie that was confiscated from a backyard breeder. He mainly was breeding Border Collies and Ridgebacks, and apparently the shelters right now are full of these dogs. Illegal backyard breeding is a major problem all across the U.S., and unfortunately, they end up in the shelters where their time is now limited. So I'm gonna get down there and see what I can do for this little girl.
Hi, there you are. There you are. Hi. I heard about you. You are beautiful. Look at you. Look at you.
I'll tell you what, let me in there. Let's get acquainted.
Panda immediately shows Brandon that she's eager for attention.
All right, let's do this right. Come here.
But she's also intelligent and well-mannered.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that this morning.
Panda seems like a perfect dog. Friendly, smart, and focused. But as Brandon leads her out to the car, she starts to look nervous.
I tried to hop her in the car, and she hit the brakes hard. She just pancaked down. She did not want to jump in.
Brandon finally gets her into the car, but ultimately he'll need to train her to do it on her own. But before any training starts, Brandon has her checked out by the vet.
Hey, Brandon. Is that Panda?
This is Panda. She has an appointment with Dr. Nardi.
Awesome. Dr. Nardi will meet you in room 1.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello, Dr. Nardi.
How are you?
Doing well. This is Panda. I just got her, and she's gorgeous, as you can see.
Goodness.
I wanted to get her in here just for a
Okay.
checkup. You know, she looks great, but who knows what's
Okay.
underneath there.
Yeah, so let's take a look at her. Good eyes, nice and clear. Her pupils respond to light normally. Good job. She's an excellent patient. Beautiful. 1 clean ear, 2 clean ears, and eardrums look great. Teeth are beautiful. Did they tell you how old she is?
They guessed about a year.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. She's got minimal to no tartar on her teeth, and her teeth just look beautiful. Her belly feels excellent, soft. I don't feel any abnormal masses. Her organs don't feel enlarged. She has a beautiful coat too.
Yes, she does.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a feel of her back legs. Good. So everything feels good, no pain or anything. Heart and lungs sound excellent. I'd have to say she looks very healthy. One of the things I worry about with Border Collies is sometimes they're prone to B12 vitamin deficiencies. And basically what happens is with a B12 deficiency, sometimes you'll see weakness, lethargy. Most dogs eat their dog food and they're able to absorb the B12 with no problem. A few breeds, such as Border Collies, and there's a few others, can't absorb the B12 like the other dogs. So what I do is I get them on cobalaquin. It's an oral B12 supplement, and I think she'll do well on it.
Okay.
That being said, I think we definitely should do some blood work on her, test for the deficiency, just check an overall chemistry panel.
Okay, great.
Okay?
So if we run the blood and the blood all comes back normal, is it still okay to keep her on the supplement?
Absolutely. Vitamin B12, it's a water-soluble vitamin.
Yeah.
So you really can't take in too much.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, great.
So we'll go take her back and get her blood right now.
Okay, great.
Okay. All right, she did great.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got our samples, and so I'll give you a call next week, and we'll go over the results.
Perfect. In the meantime, is she safe to start training?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Talk then.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Dr. Nardi. Come on.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch,
Come here.
Brandon officially welcomes Panda by fitting her with a red Lucky Dog training collar.
Try it on. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and beautiful. Something tells me that is your first collar you've ever had. Come on. Let's go meet the pack. All right. Let her in, let her in, let her in. All right. Okay. Come here. Come here. Go on. Go make friends. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
Panda immediately makes herself at home. She interacts easily with the other dogs. And she is completely comfortable and trusting with Brandon. This puts her in a great place to start training. So the next morning, Brandon begins the teaching process with some testing.
Today I'll be doing Panda's assessment of her knowledge of the 7 common commands. Sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. Welcome to class. All right, come on. Get up there. All right, what do you know? I ask her to sit, and she gives me a sit. Can you sit? Look at you, you can sit. We're off to a good start. Good, nice. And from there, I asked her to lie down.
Do you lie down? Do you know a down? Do you lie down? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
When I called her to come to me, she just sat there with the same blank stare, wagging her tail. She had no idea what no or off meant. And when I walked her on a leash, she was weaving all over the place, going behind me, left, right. This assessment doesn't surprise me. She was a breeder dog. Breeder dogs generally are not trained. She seems very timid and unsure and has no confidence, which is not surprising. She's never seen the world.
I thought you were a jumper.
Time to change all that.
He's also got a lead on a potential adopter who may be uniquely qualified to cater to Panda's herding dog instincts.
Hi, Renee, how are you?
I'm good, Brandon. Nice to meet you.
How's the weather in Northern California?
Well, it's a little chilly this morning, but it's beautiful and sunny, so I'd say it's a perfect day.
Good day to walk a dog.
Good day to walk a dog, indeed.
So tell me about your experience with dogs.
Renee tells Brandon that she's had dogs her whole life, most recently Kiwi, who just passed away last year.
It just tore my heart out, and I've been really missing him a lot.
There's a picture of Kiwi and me. He was the first dog ranger at Visona Lake Park in Los Gatos.
We were actually approached by the Santa Clara County Park Ranger and asked to participate in the canine patrol program. So I trained him to herd Canadian geese off the park and into the lake. And I mean, he was interviewed by everyone from the local park rangers on up to the regional, on up to the state. They came out and watched him work because they're governed, the Canadian geese, by international treaty, so you can't hurt the geese.
And he was adorable because he'd just come back, sit down, get his treat, and go do it again. It was a classic herding exercise, and he never hurt the geese, which was the main thing.
Nestled in the hills around San Francisco Bay, Renee's town offers plenty of outdoor activities.
It's a very unique little community with a lot of antique stores and an ice cream store, and I love to take dogs to the cafes in town. We have several that allow dogs. It's only about 3 blocks long, but we are right next to Alameda Creek. It's like 15 miles of walkways, and I walk there every day with my dog.
And I'm assuming that when you get a new dog in your life, you'd want to take those same walks and hikes.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So do you have any kids or other animals in the house?
I don't have any kids left in the house, but I have a cat named Nala. She's a Manx cat. They are very independent, and she definitely bossed Kiwi around when he was with us.
So this cat is very experienced with dogs then, no doubt.
Yes.
She also tells me that she takes a lot of road trips, and she would love to take Panda with her. Well, it seems we're already off to a bad start because Panda does not like jumping into cars.
Brandon also has concerns about Panda joining Renee out in public.
New environments for her are a challenge because most likely she lived in one environment her entire life. If I can't get Panda over these issues, it's a bad match. You need to be a very understanding parent to have a dog like this because she's not your typical Border Collie that has a lot of confidence.
I'm certainly able to give her the love and affection and time that a dog needs.
Well, the good news is, at a year, she's past the puppy phase, so you don't have to worry about the serious destruction in your house.
Yeah.
Things are looking up right there. So having said that, I'm gonna get back to training her. I obviously still have a lot of work to do with her, and I'll be in touch.
Super. Thank you, Brandon.
Talk soon. When I did my initial assessment of Panda, I found out that she did not have a heel command.
Slow it down. There you go. There you go. Whoa, not that way.
And furthermore, she actually pulled a little more than what I wanted to see. So because of this, I'm deciding to use a special tool that I like to train dogs to heel with, known as the head halter. But I can't just put it right on her and expect her to start walking perfectly. So all I do is I quickly put the halter around her head and then take it off. And when I do, I reward her. I repeat this process several times until I see she's comfortable with it.
Look at, we go like this.
From there, I put the halter around the head and then I snap it in. I repeat this process over and over, slowly acclimating her to the head halter. So now is the very tricky step. This is the piece that goes around the snout. This is what prevents the dog from pulling and actually turns the head around.
Look at, we go like that. Good, good. And we take it off. Good.
Once she's comfortable with it, all I do is I attach the leash, pick the leash up, let her know the leash is going to now guide her snout instead of her neck.
Just take a few steps. There you go. Good. Nice. Nice.
Now she's getting the feeling of exactly what the halty is. So if she starts pulling, it's simply going to turn her snout around. She's now trained to the head halter.
And we heel. Nice.
Over the course of the next few days, Panda and Brandon drill the common commands. Being a Border Collie, Panda shows an eagerness to learn. And so it's no surprise that she makes quick work of her basic training. So Brandon moves on to specialized training. First, Renee likes to go on road trips. And unfortunately, Panda shows a certain reluctance to even get into a car.
So today I'm going to hopefully change that. I'm going to teach her that a car is not such a bad place to be in.
Perfect. Little more, little more.
If there's one thing I know about Panda, it's she trusts me. So instead of trying to get her into the car while I'm standing outside the car, I'm in the car myself. Now it's going to get her thinking, why is she out there alone?
Come on, Panda. There you go. Good. Perfect. Look at that.
Finally, she builds up the courage to put her back paws in and jump in the vehicle.
And we go, hup. Good. We go back, hup. Good. And we go, hup. On the seat, all the way. Perfect.
Once she's inside and they hit the road, Panda seems to really enjoy the ride.
She's now gotten over her fear of cars.
Brandon also tests Panda's demeanor in public places like cafes. And then Brandon prepares her for a different kind of socializing, one that is much closer to home to Renee.
She has a cat, so obviously Panda will have to be tested with cats. Of course, the only cat that I ever bring here to test any dog at the ranch is the infamous Cookie. So I already had Cookie in the barn waiting, and I walk in with Panda. Border Collies are very well known for their prey drive, and this is the one reason I wanted to test Panda. If Panda had heavy prey drive, it would not be safe for her to be around a cat. You notice anything unusual? From what I can tell so far, Panda has absolutely no prey drive.
What is that? Good girl.
Because of that, I would say she's safe around cats.
So you like cats, I take it?
It's as good as it gets.
Finally, because Renee's previous dog was a working herder, Brandon tests Panda's instincts in a herding environment, and she is a natural.
Here I am watching a dog tap into its natural instincts. This right here is what the Border Collies were born and bred to do.
Instinctively, she's doing exactly what you should.
Exactly.
So there's no corrections to be made?
No, absolutely not. She's doing exactly what we want her to do. Good job. Good job.
Good girl, Panda.
Good job.
She even learns to herd geese.
Good girl.
Panda.
And she does it gently, like an old pro.
Good.
This confirms that Panda has what it takes to fill Kiwi's shoes. Brandon presents Panda with her green graduation collar. And now she's ready for her new forever home.
All right, come on. You got a family waiting for you. Come on.
Brandon took me down to where he exercises the dogs, and
Panda, come on.
Come here, Panda.
out comes this beautiful dog.
Here, come on.
Oh, there she is.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Hi, darling. Hello. Hi. She came straight to me. It was wonderful.
Oh, you are just gorgeous.
Suddenly, I realized that this dog and I were meant to be.
I think you left lipstick all over her snout.
I probably did.
Yeah,
you
you
got
did.
an orange mouth now. Yeah, but that's okay. Everybody knows you've been kissed.
It's no surprise Panda ran right to Renee. She is probably the most outgoing dog with people I've ever seen.
And then we played.
There we go. Good girl.
Panda is a beautiful dog.
Good girl. What a champion.
Good girl.
And man, she's fast.
But Renee had no idea what I was about to show her next, that her new dog is going to carry the torch where her old dog left off. Surprise, surprise, she's a herder.
Yeah, she knows what to do.
Oh, look at her. Do you see yourself on TV?
Yeah.
Do you
There's a
see
sheep.
yourself? Who is that?
That's what you're supposed to herd, yeah.
Who is that?
I'm gonna look for sheep herders that might want to have a dog work their sheep, because I think she'd really enjoy that. She knows exactly what to do there.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's amazing when you see the instinct of an animal come out.
Yeah.
And this is what they're born and bred to do.
Yeah. She'll be good at herding me, I think, too. So I'm very excited about Panda.
Well, what do you think?
She is a gorgeous, wonderful sweetheart. Losing my dog was really, really hard. Just not having that presence in my life anymore to come home to and wake up with. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity to fill that void in my life. I'm very, very grateful. She's gonna be absolutely the happiest dog around. And all my neighbors will come out to admire her and get love too. And we will play Frisbee, and we will walk along the creek together, and she's gonna have a good time.
Well, then she's all yours.
Thank you.
Come on, I'll walk you out.
Okay.
The shelter just contacted me, and they say they have what appears to be a 3-month-old boxer pointer mix. Shelters work a little bit like a stock market. They go up and down with adoption rates. Well, this particular shelter happens to be at a very low adoption time right now, which is the reason a 3-month-old puppy is behind bars with his time running out very quickly. So maybe I can do something for him.
There you are. There you are. I recognize you. You are a tiny little puppy. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi.
3-month-old Buster appears to be timid,
All right, I guess I'll have to come to you.
but he quickly shows Brandon that he has a lot of energy and love to give a family.
Come here. Come say hi. And look at that. Perfect.
The first question I have is, how did you survive in the streets? Okay, you're gonna be a handful, I can already tell, but guess what? I'm up for the challenge. Come on, let us get out of here.
Since Buster is a puppy, Brandon brings him to the veterinarian for an exam.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Brandon, it's up, Buster.
This is Buster. He's got an appointment with Dr. Nardi.
Awesome. She'll meet you in room 1.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Oh my goodness, look at this little puppy.
You got a puppy. So I just obviously wanted to get him into you. Shelter could be a stressful life for a puppy, so I just wanted to make sure he gets a clean bill of health.
Yeah, of course.
Dr. Nardi gives Buster a thorough exam. She checks his eyes,
Beautiful. Eyes are nice and clear.
she looks in his ears,
1 clean ear. 2 clean ears. You're being very good for a little baby, huh?
she checks his teeth,
All right, so I should see baby teeth if he's 3 months old. Yep, definitely all baby teeth.
He's a toddler.
He's a toddler. Okay, let's feel your belly. Good, so belly's nice and soft, obviously not painful. I don't feel anything out of the ordinary, which is great.
Dr. Nardi also checks Buster's coat,
Nice clean coat.
joints,
Knees feel good.
and listens to his heart.
Great, heart and lungs sound excellent. So I think he looks great on exam, very healthy. That being said, we do not know his history. We have no idea about his mom, whether his mom was vaccinated, what sort of antibodies he got from his mom. So I would like to get him on a supplement called Immuquin that will help support and maintain a healthy immune system.
Okay.
Based on size, he is going to get 1 packet daily.
Okay.
Okay? And you can go ahead and start this tonight if you like.
Okay, perfect.
All right? Any other questions?
Besides this, is he safe to start training?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thanks, Dr. Nardi.
You're welcome.
All right, come on, buddy.
We'll see you next time.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. On the drive to the ranch, Buster becomes nauseous and gets sick. Possibly because he's too short to see out of the windows.
Yeah, someone doesn't like car rides, huh? Yeah, right? Yeah, off to a bad start, huh? All right, come here. We'll deal with that later. Come on.
After some fresh air, Buster is ready to put on his official Lucky Dog in Training uniform.
All right, here we go. You ready? Look it. This will be your first collar ever. Try it on. It's a little big, but you'll grow into it.
I know. It's exciting.
Come on. Let's go meet the pack.
Okay. I know. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Be nice to him. Make him feel welcome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you want to play, don't you? All right, go on. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
Buster. Get up, Buster.
Since he has a lot of energy, he'll need a family that can keep up with him. And one family from Santa Clarita, California may be up to the task. Brian and Deshane Stevens have 2 daughters, Taylor, age 8, and Sydney, age 4.
Both are very active kids. They ride their bikes, they like to go to the park,
Brian and Deshane both had dogs growing up, and they want their daughters to experience that same bond.
Growing up with a dog, that was my buddy, you know? It was almost like a best friend.
They specifically want a puppy, and they think Taylor and Sydney are ready for the responsibility.
The girls have been asking us for a dog for about a couple of years now, and we've seen them mature and grow and handle responsibilities a little bit better.
We want a puppy to have fun with it, be able to go outside, and have someone to run and play with at the park. I want to play with him in the backyard.
The family believes it's important for them to get a dog from the shelter.
I think it's a great opportunity for a loving family to take that dog into their home and give them the love that they deserve.
Meanwhile, at the ranch, school is in session.
Since Buster has absolutely no training, he has to learn the basic fundamentals before we get to the obedience. And furthermore, because of his size, I'm not gonna hook it to his collar. I'm gonna hook it to a harness. All right, very simple. And the way I set this up is a process known as the leash drag. So I hook up the leash, and now I simply let him drag it around. Drag it around, see how it feels. There you go. And we drag it this way. This is the easiest game in the world, huh? From there, I simply pick up the leash and put it back down. I'm letting him know that that leash comes with a little bit of resistance. If he pulls too hard, the leash simply pulls back. And a little pressure. Good, perfect. By the end of the session, Buster was completely comfortable with the leash. And we keep it moving. And we keep it moving, and good, nice. When he's older and ready for proper obedience, this session today will be gold. Your uniform is off. Come on. Come on, let's get out of here.
Brandon drives to Santa Clarita, California to meet with a potential family.
Today I'll be doing a home visit with the Stevens family to see if they're a good match for Buster.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey.
Come on in.
Thanks. We sat down and started talking, and the parents tell me that they both grew up with dogs. What about you girls? You obviously like dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of dogs do you like?
I like all of them.
Anything that goes rough, huh? And what do you all do as a family for hobbies, activities?
Go to the park.
Beach. We also like to take walks around the neighborhood. The girls enjoy riding their bikes, and we just like being outdoors and having fun outside.
Also, we like to take road trips together. So we look forward to having a new addition to the family join us on road trips.
Describe to me your picture-perfect dog. What kind of personality traits do you want?
Friendly, fun-loving, happy, energetic.
Brian tells me he thinks that this is an ideal time for the family to get a dog because the kids are getting old enough to understand responsibility. So when you all first reached out to me, you specifically mentioned that you want a puppy. But the big question is, are you all ready for a puppy as a family? Because puppies take a lot of work. Puppies need to be housebroken, they're destructive, they chew everything, they have a ton of energy, and they're always looking for trouble. A puppy can only be trained so much. Usually I start obedience training at around 5, maybe 5.5 months.
Okay.
You have to understand that he won't be fully trained by the time he comes to you. I'll lay the foundation, I'll lay the basics, but the rest of the work is up to you. Are you willing to take that workload on?
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
I think we're ready.
I mean, I realize that having a puppy is a lot of work, a lot of training, a lot of time. But I've always envisioned us watching the puppy grow up with the girls.
Typically, I would say no to most families who wanted a puppy this young. I'd wait. The only reason that I'm saying yes to this family is the fact they're not only experienced with puppies, but they're willing to put in all the work. So on that note, I'm gonna get back to the ranch and I'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks, Brandon. I'll see you out.
I'm excited that he has a dog in mind, and so we're just anxious to see if that's all gonna come together.
Come here. Good, there you go.
Buster makes good progress on the 7 common commands. Sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
Come. Good, that's a come, good. That's a come, perfect.
In addition to basic training, Buster will have to learn how to do his business outside.
Because of Buster's age, I can't expect him to be 100% trained to housebreaking right now, but he has to learn the basic fundamentals. And the best way to do this is with a crate. Go on, go on.
Here, you like this one?
I call it the house training triangle. The dog goes from the crate to outside, to free time in the house, and essentially back to the crate, forming the triangle. You have to make sure the crate is adequate size. I don't want the crate too big. If the crate's too big, the dog is going to lie in one area and essentially go to the bathroom on the other side of the crate. You also don't want it too small. I want the dog to feel comfortable inside. So I put a bed and toys inside there. I'm gonna leave him in there for a good hour and a half to 2 hours. All right, come on.
Once the time is up, Brandon puts Buster on leash and immediately takes him outside so he doesn't have a chance to go in the house.
All right, come on. Come on, come on. So now we're outside, I make a beeline for that grass. From here, I simply say, get busy.
Get busy.
And suddenly, just like that, he goes to the bathroom on the grass as expected.
Get busy. Good boy, there you go.
From there, I simply pull a treat out and reward him big time.
Good boy, okay, come on.
And go play. It's time to let him back in the house for free time.
Sure time.
So after 1 hour free time in the house, I simply walk him back into the crate, effectively finishing that house training triangle.
Good boy.
This process gets repeated all day, every day throughout the next 10 days. The main goal here is to slowly chip away time in the crate and increase free time in the house, until eventually the crate is retired for good and the dog can be trusted with free time in the house 24/7.
With a solid foundation, Brandon moves on to preparing him for his future home. Since the Stevens family has 2 girls,
There you go.
Brandon tests the dog's tolerance of kids.
You can go ahead and pet him.
Not only does Buster soak up the attention, but he also returns the favor.
He can kiss you. There you go.
Next, Brandon takes Buster's training on the road.
When I picked Buster up from the shelter on the drive home, he got sick on me. Now, this right here tells me he doesn't do well with car travel. But when I talked to the family, they said they'd love to take him on road trips. A lot of dogs will get sick when they travel in cars. But one of the main reasons they do get sick is the fact that they can't see the horizon. In the case of Buster, he's a small dog, and the windows are about a foot taller than him. So I grab a booster seat that actually elevates him up high. Now when he's sitting in the car, he actually can see out the window no problem.
And now, we're gonna hook you in. And from there, all you gotta do is enjoy the ride.
So once he was comfortable in the booster seat, there's a second step to the process, fresh air. So all I do is I crack the back windows slightly. Now I've set him up for success. It's time to take him on a drive and see if this recipe works on him.
Brandon and Buster hit the open road. The dog is able to look out the window and enjoy the scenery.
Buster and we took an hour-long drive, and he did not get sick at all.
Now that he's 4 months old and has received all of his shots, Buster can begin his socialization training.
Is he friendly?
He's very friendly. Who's
Come on,
this?
say hi, Buster.
Hi, Buster.
Say hi.
This prepares him for trips to parks and beaches with his new family. He's come a long way during his time at the ranch, and Brandon can see he's ready to go to his new home.
When I got to the house, the whole family was in the backyard playing, so I decided to sneak up on him.
Brandon's here.
Just me, or is there a puppy here too for you?
Oh my goodness! It's hard to even put into words the excitement on my girl's face when they saw Brandon bring Buster around the corner.
He's so cute.
It was like a dream come true.
It was a really fun moment that we finally got the dog that we always wanted.
It's no surprise that when the whole family sat down on the ground, Buster sat right in the middle of them, and then he flopped onto his back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Living the life.
Oh man.
Living the life.
Buster.
Seeing the kids happy, that makes it all worth it. Because they've been wanting a puppy for so long, it was very cool to see them take to him and just love on him and pet him and rub him, and he was enjoying every minute of it.
I plan on playing fetch with him on the weekends, being able to play outdoors with him, letting him lay with us sometimes on the couch or on the floor.
You wanna take him for a walk?
Yeah.
So we went for a walk in the neighborhood, and all I'm doing the entire time is explaining to the family, specifically the kids, that there are rules to walking a puppy.
Okay, now look at that. Now get it out of his mouth. There you go. It's okay. You can pull it out.
Puppies aren't like adult dogs. They don't know the rules of the world yet. Anything that fits in their mouth, they will put it in there.
Sydney, you got that?
I'm actually glad it happened in front of the girls because it was a lesson to be learned. And then finally we got back to the house and it was time for a wardrobe change.
Here, you want to give him another treat?
Yeah.
Open it up. What's in there? You want to put it on?
Buster has earned his green graduation collar.
There you go. Good job. That means it's all yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brandon.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And at that point, it was time to say goodbye to one of the youngest Lucky Dog graduates ever.
All right, go to your family. Go on.
I think having Buster completes our family, and my girls are overjoyed and couldn't be happier.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Buster finally has a family to call his own. And Taylor and Sydney have the dog that they've been hoping for. Now, the three of them can grow up together and create a lifetime of memories.
Brandon has made our dream come true, and now we can have Buster be a part of our lives and a part of our family. It's just a beautiful thing.
From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.